삼진벽난로입니다. 삼진벽난로 임직원들이 2024년 2월 28일부터 이탈리아 베로나피에르에서 개최된 벽난로 박람회 2024 프로게토 푸오코를 방문하여 세계 벽난로의 혁신 기술을 둘러보며 거래처와의 만남을 통해 협력을 강화하고 신기술에 대한 의견 청취와 정보를 나누는 의미 있는 시간을 가졌습니다. 삼진벽난로 거래처 중에서 프로게토 푸오코 참가기업 1편, 벨기에 주물벽난로 전문 제조기업 도브레사와의 인터뷰를 올려드립니다. 1941년 기술과 사람을 모토로 벨기에에서 설립된 도브레 NV는 고품질 추철로 벽난로와 난로의 개발, 생산, 판매를 전문으로 하는 글로벌 에너지 그룹으로 발전하며 지속 가능한 지구 환경과 에너지 분야에서 성장을 지속하고 있습니다. 1980년대 초 벨기에 주조 공정 전체를 자동화한 최첨단 공장을 건설한 이후에 2024년 현재까지 CEO 톰 게힘이 메이저 주물 생산 기업으로 이끌고 있는 도브레사는 형태미의 아름다움과 높은 치수 정확성뿐만 아니라 미세한 디자인으로 완벽한 마감을 보장하는 신비성을 특징으로 서류 벽난로 시장 최고의 점유율을 굳건하게 지키는 벽난로 분야의 리딩 브랜드이자 고효율의 요소 품질과 매력적인 디자인, 환경적 책임이 있는 요소를 위해 벽난로 전체 가공 공정과 조립 시설은 물론 고도의 환경 설비와 초현대적인 에나멜링 설비를 함께 갖추고 벨기에 주물 제조 산업을 대표하는 벽난로 생산 전문 기업입니다. 오랜 역사를 통해 증명된 최고급의 퀄리티와 함께 도브레사에서 생산하는 모든 벽난로가 2022년부터 유럽 내 엄격한 환경 규제로 도입된 새로운 에코 디자인 표준 인증을 준수하여 기술적으로 연료율 높은 환경 친화적이고 극소량의 장작 소비 비율을 나타내는 다양한 벽난로 모델을 통해 유럽 내 최고급 주물 벽난로 시장에서 강력한 시장 지배력을 발휘하고 있습니다. 주물로 완성된 음향각의 디자인과 더불어 장작의 연소 속도가 사용자의 선택에 따라 12시간까지 미세하게 조절되는 정교한 버닝타임 조절된 와 완벽한 에어워스 시스템에 의해 광폭 라운드 화구에서 선명한 불빛소통에 방열되는 복사에 밀폐 설계로 거실 기준 10분부터 55분까지 선택하여 난방하실 수 있는 연휴 화실 내부에서 작동되는 다중 요소를 통해 방열되는 최고 성능의 난방 능력까지 사용자에게 필요한 옵션을 다양하게 갖추고 있는 벨기에 도브레사의 철학과 벽난로를 살펴보겠습니다. 세계 벽난로 산업의 메카이자 벽난로 기술의 집산지 2024 프로게토 푸오코에서의 도브레입니다.
Hello, my name is Peter from Belgium. I am the product development manager at Dovre, and I am in charge of the development of all our products from the idea until the first series rolls from the production in our plant in Poland. So what we do at Dovre, we are actually a one-stop shop for cast iron parts and full cast iron stoves. As you can see, we start from brainstorming, so really the ideation where the ideas for the new stoves begin, and from engineering to production to testing and so on, and transportation, we all handle it ourselves. And I can show you some of our products. This is our latest series, which is called the Saga series. It is a Scandinavian, Norwegian-inspired series of stoves, and we have produced them in 3 sizes. You can see the small size over here. We have them in 2 versions, so we have them with side windows, with 3 small side windows, which give a really great effect from the side. And we also have a version with a graphic on the side without side windows, a graphic that shows the Norwegian saga, which is a fun story to tell the kids that comes from Norwegia. We have the big one over here, and recently we've developed the middle one that we're displaying for the first time, which is still a prototype, but is almost ready for production. we're really proud of it. This is the Saga 207, which also has the side windows in 3 small versions. And we've made it with double glass for optimal efficiency, and it also has the really good effect that it keeps the glass from the inside clean, because the temperature on the inner glass will be a lot higher, and the dirt that makes the glass dirty will burn off and will keep the glass totally transparent for the full cycle of burning the wood. If we proceed on our stand, we have a lot more of appliances on display. These are more the traditional ones. This is a Thai, which is a really cost-efficient product. In cost price, value to money, it is a really well-priced product. And of course, because it's Dovre, it works well too. This is also a development that we recently made of a traditional product. You can see it by the outside because it also has the graphics of the. Actually, it's the same story, the Norwegian saga with the goats, but we have made a new front door with the glass in it.
This is a new model.
It is actually the core. This is existing, and only the door is a new feature, but it also means that the interior is also changed because we need to have an air wash over the window to keep the window clean, which means that there is a forced airflow going over the window that prevents the dirt from getting sticked on the inside of the glass. But that's something you cannot see from the outside, obviously. It sells really well in Norway, and it's a small product with a small nominal power, only 5 kilowatt, for smaller spaces, which in Norway is really popular in the wooden sheds that they have on the countryside.
What are these for cleaning?
No, you can pick it up, and we have an additional plate that can put on it, so you can cook water, you can boil water on it, or soup, or you can make coffee on it, and you can choose which side you put the exhaust pipe. So you can choose from 5 different points, and there are breakout lids. So it is delivered with a wrench device where you can break out one of the 5 places. Where you can install the pipe, so you can place it in whatever position you want. Yeah. Then, if we proceed, we have the Sense device, which also is maximized, is developed for a maximization of the view on the fire. That's why we have a really large front window, and we also have big side windows to give it a lot of ambience. And it's a rather high product, which means that you can build up your fire high, and you have a great view of the full flame from the bottom to the top. It also features a very nice lock mechanism. We call it a slam lock. So yes, it's with a simple touch button, and it's easy to close. And of course, as Dovre, because we have a good engineering department, we have a lot of experience with producing combustion chambers, and with the control of the air, primary and secondary. They're all very good products in usage, let's say. Then we continue with the rock. This also has a very nice lock, but I cannot touch it because the handle is a little bit warm. Which is more a contemporary design with rounded shapes. And that's also a good thing about cast iron, because they're made in molds. They're not produced like sheet metal with bending and so on. We have a great amount of freedom we can play with to determine the aesthetics and the shape of a stove, of a product. And that's why in sheet metal, for example, you would be able to create a bend like this this kind of shape, but you would never be able to make this kind of round features on a door. That's only obtainable with a product that is molded in a mold, and that is one of the big advantages of using cast iron. This is the best seller of the company. The 760, we also have a smaller version, the 640, and even more smaller version, the 540. The range is comparable with the Saga range that I showed you in the beginning. And this is a really popular product, especially in France. It's big, you can put in big logs. It has the classic look that really blends in a lot of different interiors. We suspect that that's the reason why you can why it is such a high seller. And also a handy feature that is really appreciated well by the market is a side loading door, where you can just you don't have to touch the front door. There's a lot of radiation heat going on here, so you don't really want to stand there. It's much easier to open the side door and to place in the long wood logs from the side. Also, this one has been renewed technically to meet the new standards of efficiency and emissions.
What structure has been changed?
We internally, wait, let me show you from the front. We've changed the baffle plate structure. It used to be a single baffle plate structure. Now we changed that into a double baffle plate structure. So we make the path that the air flow has to do before reaching the output. We make it longer, and we also isolate it so that it stays warm, and that the actual burning of the particles takes longer. So the particles are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and that's how you put the emissions down together with the fine dust. Because it becomes smaller, you have a more complete burn of your wood, and that gives a better result. Yeah, and maybe also one feature is the bottom. We've made it into different pockets, and we've introduced a primary air from the bottom. It is the intention that after the first wood logs that are burnt, the ashes, they will rest in the pockets over here, because they themselves form a natural insulation layer. Which pushes the efficiency higher, and because the holes they're placed a little bit higher, they still remain free to give the primary air to the wood. And that's also an improvement that we saw in our laboratory in Belgium, and that we then eventually produced in all of our new products.